Wait, so it sounds like your fiance is very supportive of you creatively.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
amazing. How
So
did you
creative.
meet?
So we met through a friend that was a couple years older than me. She's like a big sister to me growing up. He was interning for her our senior year of college.
Oh.
And we met in the city.
Wow.
Shout out the Garrett East.
And you got engaged somewhat recently, right?
Yeah, we got engaged in
Congrats.
November. Thank you.
Last November.
Last November.
Oh, so I'm coming
Almost
up to a year.
I know. And our wedding's not until September 2025.
Okay.
We were like one of those people that we took a very long time to book a venue, and then everything was
They're
booked.
all sold out and booked.
Yeah, so that's why I booked.
So where did you decide to do it?
We're doing it in Sleepy Hollow, New York.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, Sleepy Hollow
so
Country Club.
nice.
Yeah.
So
And
pretty.
what was the engagement story?
The engagement story, well, we had been dating for 3 years. I met him 6 years ago.
Oh,
But
so you really have known him a long time.
yeah, I've known him a long time.
So
we
waiting 2 years to get married. Oh my gosh.
I know. Tell me about it.
This could be very stressful though. You know, it really can be emotional.
Wedding planning? Or?
Yeah, wedding planning and waiting that amount of time, and families get involved. But are you? Is your fiance also from Jersey?
He's so my fiance. He actually, he grew up in Jersey. This is like invisible string theory, like completely our story. But he grew up in New Jersey for the first like 6 years of his life, and then he moved to North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's nice too.
Yeah.
So your families have met, I'm assuming.
Yes,
Okay.
our families didn't meet though until we were engaged.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I think that's right.
That's like that's pretty old school.
And it was so
well,
funny.
that's the way we did it.
Yeah.
You guys
no
did that
question.
way? Yeah. It was so different though than like, so my older brother is married, and he got married really young because he met his fiance, his wife. Oh my God. He met his wife in college. And that was so different because we did so much. There was so much overlap with our families, but
well, that's like your mom.
Yeah,
Your
my
dad
parents met
met
like
in
first day of
college.
college.
oh,
kinda.
that was like them.
Yeah.
Those
So
are
many people.
yeah,
And
so
now
many
never.
orientation. I think for schools, like there's like stars align that day for people.
Yeah, I don't think anyone I met week like I met ever again after that.
Yeah.
Like it was all just like my roommate, but I definitely don't talk to anyone else who I met like the first week of college.
No, yeah.
But
It either happens or it doesn't.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like for you, I thought you would meet like they.
I met while I was in college.
No, but if you went on a date, wouldn't they meet your parents like the first date?
No. Well, they would come to the door.
Right.
And they would say good evening and of course
So that
shake hands. Yes.
counts.
Yes, that counts. But you didn't have a sit down between two families.
Right.
I mean, you didn't know his family really, and they, because you weren't going to his his house to pick him up. There was no reciprocity in the picking up business.
Wait, so what was your dating life like? Like how many years?
No, we discussed. No, I didn't believe we didn't do that.
Okay.
Well, you met
I met my
Poppy
husband
21 years old, or you
when
got married
I was.
at 21?
I got married I met him when I was 20. The end of my junior year, and we were married the end of my senior year. So we knew each other about
But
a year.
you went on dates with other people before that.
Oh, we were not what they call now. What do you call it when you only date one person?
Exclusive.
Exclusive. We weren't exclusive until we got married or until we got engaged.
You go on other dates.
We went on other dates.
But that's so
until
cool.
we got the ring on our finger. We did not.
Open.
We were open to other dates. I used to have a Friday night and a Saturday night
I
because we
kinda
weren't
love
going. We had no physical relationship
Oh,
other
right,
than a
right,
kiss,
right.
or nobody was sleeping, and we certainly weren't living in the same apartment. I mean, that we would have been thrown out of our family or our community. We just never did that.
Yeah.
So the only way that the guy would have sex with the girl was to put the ring on her finger and get married. That was the bottom line. And really, it wasn't that difficult to get venues in those days because most of us didn't do destinations. We got married in our local area, whatever was available.
I just don't understand how you like emotionally have opened up and become close with someone if you were still seeing other people. Like your mind.
Because we took a chance.
Do
You
you
said,
feel like,
oh, you know what?
so
That
interesting.
guy looks good. He looks good on paper. He's going to get a good job. We like his family, and we did it. And you know what? Some people stayed together, like your grandfather and I, and a lot of people got divorced. But that's the same track record, believe me, today, even with people living together. I would bet 50-50 that couples break up.
No, and it still is like it really still feels like, even though it is different now, and like you know, you have more time to really, like, you live with the person for a little bit and decide if you live well together. It
Right.
still feels like when you get engaged that you're taking a chance.
Right.
No, of
Like-
course. You're never 100% about
Yeah,
anything.
getting engaged is scary, honestly, but it's
Yeah,
been
but
good.
but I think you young people have to stop being scared.
Yeah.
You just do it. You do it. You go for it. It's not
Yeah.
the end of the world. You make a mistake, you make a mistake.
Right.
I mean, it really isn't the end of the world. And you know, sometimes you just have to take a chance.
But that feeling
Yeah.
is so real. Obviously, like I'm not anywhere close to there, but like I feel like I
Which
would
is fine. Take your time.
Yeah, but I feel like I would still like have that, and it's probably a little bit of our generation of that feeling of like, what else is out there? Like you never know, and like when do you ever shake that? Like I feel like I'll be on my like deathbed, and I'll be like, wait, should I go on Hinge? Like I feel like now it's
No,
so
it's
ingrained in
You
us.
have to stop.
Yeah.
You have to stop.
You
You
have
have
to
to say,
stop.
that's
Like
it.
when
I'm
you're like,
not
okay,
dating.
decision's done.
Yeah.
Like that's so crazy. I
Yeah.
guess ideally, like when you get engaged,
When you
Right.
get engaged.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
somebody makes the commitment,
right?
when
like
you
a
decide to
serious
make the
legal
commitment.
commitment.
a commitment.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
And then it's like you become like a man of your word, and it's like, yeah, it's like a
Mhm.
sacrifice, I think,
Right.
getting married too, in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.